Greatest problem in the world today is that no system of health care or no system of medicine is perfect. The modern healthcare all over the world, including our country, is largely dependent on the modern system of medicine, that is the allopathic system. But it is recognized world over that healthcare dependent exclusively on the allopathic system has failed. The evidence is that in last 2 decades, the incidence of all the common diseases has gone up by about 3 times, and it is predicted that in next 20 years, all these diseases will increase by another 3 times more. That means more and more people are falling sick. They are suffering from sickness. They are paying a heavy expense on their treatments, and not only they are suffering, but they are also dying more and more. No doubt, the allopathic system is inevitable. It is extremely useful in life-saving situations, in emergency medicine, in trauma care, etc. But it offers no cure for the various so-called lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer. I am a very competent and a very senior allopath, now 48 years of experience, equally competent than the best of the physicians anywhere in the world. But I know my strengths, but my strength really lies also in knowing my weakness. What is the weakness inherent in my system of allopathic medicine? As I said, yes, my strength is that it is very good in acute, emergency, trauma, surgical care, etc. But I cannot cure all these various diseases. More and more diseases are being attributed to lifestyle disorders. I have really no relief for them. Whatever relief I offer is only for symptom relief, which is a false relief, which is a misleading relief, because the morbidity, the suffering, the sickness gradually only keeps on increasing, and I die an expensive death. Painful and expensive death. So how to overcome that? That worries me as a healthcare provider, that if this system, which is today dominating all over the world, has advanced, that it is at its technological peak, is not able to offer the real-term solutions. The modern medicine, the allopathic medicine, was also it made its impact as a result of the antibiotics and the infection control that it offered. Unfortunately, in the last 3 or 4 decades, including in our country, the scene has shifted from bacterial infectious diseases, and the germs have become more and more resistant to antibiotics. There is an increasing problem of drug resistant to tuberculosis and various other infections. And also, now today, the infections are dominated by the viral infections. It may be the common viral infections like dengue, chikungunya, bird flu, etc., or the very serious ones like HIV/AIDS, or the various hepatitis viruses, in which the medicines hardly offer any useful support. The result, anyone who gets these. So the antibiotics, which are a very formidable tool of the allopathic system, has lost its bite. And so we have to worry that as a physician, I become a doctor so that all my patients can become healthy. Even if they are detected to suffer from any sickness, I should be able to cure them. That means get them rid of any medicine, even if they have been taken, and not to put them on more and more medicines. Now, for example, if I am the leading cardiologist in the world, not a single patient in my life shall recover and become healthy again from the heart disease. If I am a nephrologist, I can't cure a single person's kidney disease. I can only provide them some relief, extend their life or living years to some extent, but not give them help. I am the greatest neurologist in the world. I am very sorry. Even a simple migraine-like condition, I have not been able to cure anybody in my lifetime, and different specialties. And what is very important today is the immune system of the people. If my immune system is healthy, I can overcome all infections. I have a natural guard against various diseases, and only then I can do it. Now, because modern medicine does not have this inherent deficiencies, limitations, not only that, many people don't even believe in it. Allopathy is not easily accessible. The minimum, one has to go to a district hospital, which may be only 50 kilometers away or 20 kilometers away. But when a person is not well, it becomes, even to travel that distance becomes difficult. And besides, and of course, financially, it is unaffordable. It is the official statistics, they say 4% people in our country fall below the poverty line because of their expense on medical care. A country which is just trying to emerge from the below poverty line, 4% people are pushed down by the modern healthcare. So at the end, our progress gets very much retarded. Plus their side effects, long-term toxicities, etc. are inevitable. So now, just as in the field of energy, we never thought that anything beyond petroleum could be useful. And now that when the petroleum has come to a critical point, maybe leading us to a disaster due to its pollution or its limitations of its availability in the near future, we have started thinking of the so-called various alternate sources of energy, like the sun, the water, or the nuclear energy, etc. Similarly, in healthcare, now the world over, people have started thinking of the ancient, traditional systems of health, like the yoga. Our Prime Minister has popularized yoga, and today it is accepted the world over, and World Yoga Day is being celebrated. This year, the theme of the Yoga Day is Yoga for Diabetes. But yoga is a lifestyle. It can prevent diseases, but it cannot cure advanced sickness. Suppose you come with a busting headache to me, I can't tell you, relax, do pranayama or do this. First, your headache must be relieved. For this quick relief from such pain, acupuncture, which works on the same principle as the yogic system, can be used for immediate relief from pain. And to prevent the recurrence of the pain in the coming time, we initiate the yogic techniques. In these yogic techniques, besides yoga, has to be also Ashtanga yoga. The yoga not merely doing some exercises. Of course, pranayama, the breathing, the basics of life is very important. But what is most important is yama and niyama, the state of my mind, my behavior, my outlook to life. These are the most important. So Ashtanga yoga as a way of my life. But when I fall sick, of course, the Ayurvedic Panchkarma becomes very useful. That helps us to detoxify, and the body, as soon as it's able to get rid of its toxins, it has an inherent natural healing waiting within. That means reversing the disease process. So a combination in the yogic techniques, yoga-based techniques in modern times, like we have today, what we call New Age medicine. The things like Reiki, pranic healing, chakra balancing. These are all extension of the same old ancient yoga techniques, but they are being accepted by more and more people because of their efficacy. But when we make a combination of all of these, that empowers us as a doctor. First, anybody who is sick, a person who is seriously sick, he must first ensure that a health care is given to a responsible person who is a qualified doctor first, and offers a synergy of these various drug-free alternate systems which do not conflict with the medicines the person is already dependent upon. And as these therapies are introduced, as the person starts getting well, the need for drug dependence, say for pain, if I don't have pain, my dose of painkillers will start reducing. And like all, because allopathic medicines only give a symptom relief. So as my symptoms start improving, my dependence on the drug starts going down. At the same time, my healing is initiated, and gradually I start feeling that sprouting of new fresh health or healing within my system, and that gradually leads on to, over a limited period, elimination from the various sicknesses and a positive health, wellness and happiness is restored. That's what, and it happens. Holistic medicine, this combination of all the drug-free modalities of health, is called holistic medicine. For the very holistic means it gives a wholesome approach to health. Human being is not just a physical body or its parts and organs. Human being is a combination, as the Vedanta says, body, mind and the spirit. Human being is a combination of the body, mind, the senses and the spirit. Only an optimum state can give us health. This also helps us, so it takes care of the human being as a whole. Then it helps us thereby to take care of all the diseases of a person concurrently. I get patients who are probably going to 6 different specialists, but when their own healing process is activated, they don't gradually, as they get well, simultaneously, concurrently from all the diseases, then their need dependence on the drug starts. It is holistic because it offers the best of all the systems of medicine. I am a very competent medical physician. I have studied the best of what the various drug-free modalities, especially of the yoga, Ayurveda system, the acupuncture system, and also the mind managing system, what's called psychotherapy, or counseling, and hypnosis and regression therapy. So when we make a combination, this gives us an optimum approach to healthcare, which helps to overcome all diseases. We give no drugs, so we can cause no harm. There is no such drug today available anywhere in the market which is totally harmless. Whereas this holistic approach to health, while it takes care of the human being as a whole, all the ailments of the disease concurrently, offering the best of all the systems of medicine, also is drug-free. And thereby, it also becomes very affordable, harmless, and easily accessible, because it does not require as the technology base, we may open 15 all India institutes of medical sciences in the country at the expense of 1,000 crore plus budget for each, but it may not be possible for people to reach there. Whereas this holistic model under our Prime Minister's Skill India program, we can skill our basic doctors who are working in the various primary health centers, which are easily accessible and available to the masses, and it can be practiced there, and diseases can be sorted out at the right nip in the bud, right at their early stage, that they don't even have to depend on. So as it will help the people to reverse their diseases, regain their health, it will also reduce load on our medical facilities at the secondary or even at the tertiary level. So the doctors will be able to do far more justice at the secondary and tertiary end. They will be relieved of this overburden of the work. As a result, they are not able to do justice. So they'll be relieved, costs will be saved, everybody will be happy. This is nothing but less than a mantra for health for all. Health for all, it works at all ages, all stages of a sickness, and in all kinds of sicknesses. So let us promote this program, and our government of the day is seriously projecting this, and I only wish that the policymakers of the country, under the Skill India and the yoga and the integration of the various systems of medicine, adopts it as quickly as possible. And I'm here to volunteer my services for anybody, anywhere in the country, at any time. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.